What is going on YouTube? It's Angus of Boss Fitness and super excited to be sharing with you guys a full day of eating video from Thailand in Phuket. It's an amazing day so far. As you can see, the sun is shining. It seems to always be that case during the day here in Phuket. But obviously at night time, if you've been there before, you'll see that it's usually always raining because of just how humid it is. But yeah, so full day of eating, get excited. I'm going to be taking you through exactly the food choices that I will be making personally as I go about chasing fat loss. And obviously I'm traveling at the moment here at a business intensive. If you've been following my few videos from the course of the last week, I've been sharing workout videos and all sorts with the stuff that's been going on down here. But it's been amazing so far, but I thought, hey, let's do a full day of eating and actually show you what I'm putting into my system while still achieving fat loss, because I'm sick to death of people that you know, just they go traveling, they've been hustling beforehand, but they go traveling, obviously they let their hair down, they think, oh, they justify those excuses and stuff that we make and that we tell ourselves. And obviously, yes, we enjoy all the food, and you know, we typically get slack with our workouts and stuff like that, which means that when we get home, we're a good 2 to 3, if not more, kilos heavier. So yeah, get excited. I'm super pumped to share with you the foods that I'm going to be eating and walk you through just how the day is going to be going. Let's get stuck into it. Guys, it is meal one time, and that is breakfast buffet. So I'm here at the Renaissance, and part of me staying here means that I get access to the breakfast buffet up till 10:30. So I believe now it's around 9:50 or so. So in other words, I've only got about 40 minutes to be able to chow down on as much food as possible. Obviously it has a heap of different shit available, all sorts of different foods. So I'm going to do a nice little walk around and show you what they've got available, and then obviously film the stuff that I'll be eating, and that way you can see, and obviously we'll include the macros and stuff like that, so you can see exactly where it's all, you know, sort of aligned and where it's all sitting at, and sort of, I guess, gauge what sort of personal preferences I would be choosing in line with obviously fat loss, because being here in Thailand, my goals are still fat loss. It isn't just fuck it mode and I'm not, you know, on point or whatever. Obviously, if your goals are important to you, no matter where you are or what's going on, you should still be making choices in line with what they are. So time to let's get stuck into it. So naturally, for those of you guys that have been following the channel for a while, you'll know that I normally like to fast typically for my breakfast. I don't normally actually eat breakfast. I'm someone that normally just, I guess, has an 18-6 fast window. So in other words, I, for 18 hours don't actually eat, and for 6 hours, that's actually my eating window. So in other words, from about, well, it's usually from about 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the afternoon to about 8 o'clock at night is when I actually eat, and in between that is when I don't. So in other words, basically I don't eat breakfast. So it's been pretty cool while traveling to be able to actually be eating these different sorts of stuff, and to be able to actually showcase you all the sort of stuff that I would choose to be eating. So as you can see with this buffet, an awesome load of cool shit to be able to choose from, and basically just like, oh my gosh, so much food. It was absolutely fantastic, and it has been great to be able to experience that. Rightio, so this is plate one. This one here was basically, as you can see, some pretty kick-ass food going in here. We've basically got meat, we've got pineapple, we've got onion, we've got some various vegetables, and basically all sorts of yummy stuff. The reason why I chose this was basically so I could get a shitload of protein right off the bat, and a lot of micronutrients in, along with you know, lots of fiber, because in my opinion this is the sort of stuff that keeps you pretty full and will enable you to actually be able to get full without actually investing a shitload of calories into the meals that you're taking. With this as well, you'll see that I had an actual beetroot juice, which was pretty boss. Haven't had one of those in a while, literally ever, I think. I'm not someone that normally likes to have sort of freshly juiced stuff because I don't have one, so it's pretty cool to experience that. And if you're someone that you know, is in this sort of scenario where you get to choose you know, all sorts of some different vegetables and stuff like that, opt for different color. That's going to allow you to get some real awesome flavor into your system. So there we go, first plate is down. Time to move on to plate 2 and keep the Fluffers breakfast action going in full swing. Bad. It's disgusting, but it's... Rightio, plate 2. This one here was probably a bit more of a favourite of mine in terms of the food that I got to choose. As you would have seen, that ginger shot and the raw beetroot juice, or the juice I had before was a bit of a mixed juice. This one here was raw beetroot. So I had that ginger shot. It tasted absolutely disgusting, so bitter, so intense. And then obviously the beetroot juice to back it up still wasn't really too great. So a nice sort of mixture of prawns and some vegetables once again, so getting in some protein and getting in some solid nutrients to be able to fill me up. That was like a nice pineapple stir fry type thing. That was actually really, really nice. I probably love this plate the most out of all the ones you're gonna see me eat. Absolutely tip top, fucking amazing stuff. And here we have plate 3. So this one here is kind of like my breakfast dessert, I guess you'd call in this sort of scenario. So in this one, this is where, as you can see, I've got some different fruit and I got a donut with some Nutella on it. This was really, really nice. When it came to the actual fruit itself, I was obviously aiming for different color and stuff like that. That white stuff that has the seeds, this is dragon fruit. So I've only ever actually had dragon fruit in a juice, which I've tried at this buffet before as well, which is pretty cool. But having it by itself, I didn't actually like. So you won't see it in the footage, but I actually ate some of it and it was kind of just like, yeah, no, not worth investing the macros into it. So I basically just put it back in the cup and didn't eat it. And yeah, literally the best finisher to this buffet was getting into the actual donut, which you're gonna see in just a tick. There we go, guys, breakfast buffet done and dusted. That was absolutely amazing, and as you saw, probably the knight in shining armor of all of that was right at the end there, the Nutella donut. Absolutely on point. Seriously love this buffet breakfast. I'm going to have it for another few days. I think today's Wednesday, so I'll be having it Thursday, Friday and Saturday, so I'm a happy camper. I'll touch base next on build 2. So guys, it is about 2:20 in the afternoon, and I've been hustling away doing some video editing and making some cool stuff and doing some, you know, I guess enjoying of the hotel and the resort itself. It's been absolutely fantastic, amazing weather today, and yeah, having a kick-ass day. It's been fantastic. So I'm going to be eating this lovely Granny Smith apple as a means of fueling for the workout. We're going to be training, I think, full body in terms of for a workout video that I'm filming, and then I'm going to be isolating legs, which should be lots of fun. What I'm going to walk you through now as well is the macros for that meal that you just saw me eat. So obviously I didn't make that meal, so I did some guesstimation in terms of actually where it was all at. So that entire meal was 1168. I ballparked to that. So in other words, breaking down the dish with my eyes. And that way, obviously, you know, knowing that it's going to be at least 80 to 90% on point, which means that relevant towards where my targets are at currently. You probably can't see. Obviously, it's going to be in reverse, but 2418 is my targets at the moment. 1118 was how that was all tracked, including the donut and Nutella, all that good stuff. So I'm going to enter in as an Arvo snack now my Granny Smith apple. That one there is going to be about 80 grams. So 80 grams of apple will be 42 calories. And then in about half an hour, obviously go on lift. I'll show a few snippets for you so you can check it out. And what I also did, which you'll see live on the Boss Fitness channel as well if you go have a search, is a video for how to actually make food choices in terms of how to actually dominate the buffet for fat loss. That was a full tutorial video, so if you go check that out, you'll see a bit more footage than what you saw just before. I break down exactly, you know, what choices you should make, what are the best ones, stuff like that, rather than just the plates that you saw me eat before. So, gonna munch on this apple. I'll see you guys in the gym. Rightio guys, so legs workout time. I'm someone that at the moment is really focusing on trying to bring up my legs. It's proven to be rather difficult, but hey, I'm always up for a challenge. In the past, I'm someone that usually, just like most typical guys, I'm sure you ladies and stuff would agree that a lot of guys typically train upper body, you know, so they can obviously do flexes and so that they can go like this and, you know, get all sorts of likes and things like that. And that's all cool, aesthetics and stuff like that. But when it comes to legs, I'm someone that absolutely loves training them and just trying to bring them up. And obviously for those of you that are tuning in, you're all about building the booty, all about, you know, sculpting those legs, having toned quads and stuff like that. And I'm all for that. And this is the stuff that I love showing my clients how to do. But a big key thing is making sure that when it comes to traveling and things like that, because this is obviously a you know, full day of eating while being in Phuket, we want to make sure that we are prioritizing our workouts just like we would any other time. In other words, like you don't just, like say for example, brushing your teeth, for example, right? We brush them every single day, don't we? Yes. Why? Because we know it's going to protect our teeth. Do we then just stop doing it all of a sudden because we've already done it for 6 months? No, like it's part of who we are that we brush our teeth every single day. So obviously with me, I'm someone that's just like, cool, every single week, regardless of where I am, I will work out no less than 4 times per week. So while even being over here in Thailand, I managed to get in 6 workouts, I think, across the 10 days that I was here, which is pretty good. So could have probably done some more, but I was touristing a shitload, so doing lots of walking and swimming and all sorts of stuff. So we'll still burn lots of calories. And obviously in this workout, you're seeing some front squats. That was pretty cool. We were rocking out. Me and my gym partner Elliot, who's been with me in this trip, I think we rocked out 4 sets of 8, then went into goblet squats, which is really cool. I haven't done them in a while. The heaviest that the gym has got is, I think it's 30 kgs or just under. So we're doing reps of 12, 4 sets of 12. We then did a nice little, what do you call it? Tricep, yeah. After we'd finished rocking that out. And the idea was just that we didn't really have that much time to do it in. So we basically just did 3 exercises, calf raises, bench step ups, and then bench jumps, if you will, and just hammered that out in the time that we had available. Because that's what it's all about, maximizing the time that you have available while being able to make your day awesome so that you're enjoying each part of it without actually getting slack and therefore gaining kgs when you get back home. What's going on, guys? It is currently about 5 o'clock in the afternoon and it is time to eat. So it's not quite dinner time yet or anything like that. It's time for a bit of a snack. So I've got a pear. This lovely little sucker here weighs about 80-odd-ish grams. By sort of guesstimation, I'm going to be eating this. The apple that you saw me have before as well, which was, I guess, a bit of a pre-workout meal. That one I actually took these both from the buffet, so that's how I got access to them. I'm just going to walk back into the gym now, just for a tick to clear up this lens, because when it comes to here in Thailand, the humidity is just ridiculous. So the lens just, there it is, just walking straight back out into the heat again, so it just fogs the shit right up. So yeah, I'm just gonna mung away on this. The idea here in the strategy is that I wanna save quite a decent hunk of calories for dinner tonight, because obviously you're gonna be going out, and then hopefully a few left over to have for dessert. And I hope you enjoyed that workout footage as well. That was an absolute boss of a workout. So much fun and really great to hit legs while traveling. So I'm going to mung away on this. Absolutely awesome. Yum on. and hopefully the cleaner chick is down at the hotel room so I can have a shower, and the day will continue. See you for dinner time. Rightio guys, get excited. Last meal of the day. I'm here at this joint called Wansuk restaurant. Heard it was pretty good. I'm recording on my phone now because my camera can't actually pick up any quality because of how humid it is. Remember how I was before at the gym and it was all cloudy and puffy and stuff like that? Yeah, it's exactly what's happening. So good old iPhone knows what's up because, you know, you can see it's pretty decent quality, no fogginess, anything like that. So it should be good. So I'm here with some friends. You'll see over here. We're going to have a big feed together. It should be pretty sweet. So I'm only going to record a few snippets of me actually eating, okay, because obviously I want to be amongst the conversation and have a good time. So stay tuned. I'm pretty excited for this place. I've heard some good things. We actually found it just by walking along from our hotel. We're actually going to go to this different place. There's actually an actual stretch of different places here, so it should be pretty cool. I'm excited. Let's get stuck into some dinner. Rightio guys, it's dinner time, so as you would have seen, I'm at this joint called Wansuk restaurant. It's pretty cool. It was like a nice little thing that we came across by accident, kind of, with the guys that I was with. So basically, me and my mate Elliot, we had 4 dishes and then a coconut each. So we went halfers in each of the dishes, which were basically sort of chicken and squid with vegetables, and obviously the sauce that they used to be able to make it nice. So the first one was like a fried squid with some salad. The next one was, I think it was like some sweet and sour chicken. I think it is, just looking at the footage now. And then after that it was some chicken with cashew nut, and then after that some squid again with veggies. So really, really nice. It was pretty cheap as well. I think it was 180 baht per dish, so if you work out the currency, I'm not sure what that is, but it's really, really cool finding local stuff like that and being able to get a kick-ass meal, nice and healthy and fresh for minimal dollars. So I was really happy with that, and it was really cool. You'll see the macros for it later on. So the Wansuk feed is done. Absolutely sweating bricks because of how hot it is and how just warm that food was. It's just warmed up my internal body temperature so much. No access to Wi-Fi out here, so I can't get my fucking MYFITNESSPAL to work. So I'm going to head back over to the hotel room, plug it all in, and we'll see how it's all sitting. As you would have seen from before, I think I've got about 1100 oddish calories left to play with, and I've had a decent amount of protein, so I think we should be clear to be able to fit all this in pretty easily, and then we might have room for a bit of dessert. We'll see what's what, but I'll see you over in the hotel room. Rightio, so it is about 8:37 back in town from the lovely feed. It was absolutely fantastic. Just sold everything in MYFITNESSPAL just now. Pretty much just broke the dish down with my eyes. So went through all the meat, went through the mixed vegetables, the rice, all that sort of good stuff. So I basically did it so that the whole meal came in at 8:43, which is pretty good. Really awesome feed, it was great. The only bummer was obviously that it was that humid that I couldn't actually film with this camera. So back in the aircon, absolutely fantastic. Gonna have a shower soon. But of course, before that happens, I was just like, cool, so I've got 325 calories to play with. What can I fill that with? So when I travel, what I always make sure that I bring is basically things that can be tracked in grams or in rows. So usually it's chocolate, usually it's lollies, things like that. So I worked out that I can actually fit in 4 rows of this salted caramel Kit Kat, which is pretty fucking boss. I'm excited to chow down on this. So there we go. That brings it to, I guess, an end of the full day of eating, Thailand edition. It's been pretty fantastic to show you guys a bit of an insight into the sort of food choices that I make when presented with buffet breakfast opportunities, and obviously just touristing and stuff like that. People can usually lose their shit, and therefore, obviously, as I touched on earlier, set themselves up for not necessarily failure, but basically creating some bad habits, and in sync with that means that when they rock up and they get back home, they're going to gain some weight. So if you found this video valuable and you're new to the channel, I love it if you can hit that subscribe button and join the Boss Fitness community. And if you've already been part of the community for a while and you've been following my videos, make sure that you comment below and make sure that you like and share it so we can spread this message to others, all right? But thanks so much for tuning in, guys. I'll see you next time. This is Angus signing out. Take care.